In light of escalating tensions in the Middle East, a significant development has occurred. Following a concerning escalation triggered by a attack on its territory, the United States has made a pivotal decision. They are deploying their most advanced aircraft carrier, the $13 billion USS Gerald Ford, to the Mediterranean Sea. In this video, we will explore the USS Gerald R. Ford's importance in the context of regional stability and how this colossal vessel's presence could contribute to a more secure and peaceful future. The conflict was set in motion by a sneak attack on October 7th, which involved thousands of armed fighters breaching a border security fence. They indiscriminately targeted civilians and soldiers who were taken off guard. Additionally, other militants stormed Israeli beaches in motorboats, and some used paragliders to bring death from the sky. This devastating attack resulted in the loss of over 1,400 lives in Israel, including children, and left more than 4,500 people injured. Disturbingly, at least 32 of those killed in Israel were Americans, as confirmed by the US State Department. Furthermore, Israel Defense Forces reported that 203 people had been taken hostage by Hamas, with the belief that they were being held in. In response to this dire situation, the United States swiftly dispatched its newest and most advanced aircraft carrier, along with a full carrier strike group, to support. U.S. Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin announced this decision. The move is intended to strengthen the Department of Defense's posture in the region and enhance regional deterrence efforts. The USS Gerald R. Ford and its more than 4,000 sailors were first deployed last year and are described by U.S. Navy officials as America's largest and most advanced warship. Its redesigned flight deck enables it to generate 30% more flights than any other U.S. carrier. Commissioned in 2017, the Ford aircraft carrier is a marvel of maritime power. Its sheer size, with a length of 1,116 feet, makes it the largest aircraft carrier ever built, longer than 3 football fields placed end-to-end. But its size isn't the only remarkable aspect. The CVN-78 stands at a towering height of 250 feet, equivalent to a 25-story building. With an enormous beam measuring 134 feet, it's wider than many commercial aircraft carriers. This mighty vessel has a total displacement of over 100,000 tons, showcasing human engineering and technological advancements. These colossal dimensions serve a purpose, as they allow the carrier to accommodate many aircraft, including fighter jets, helicopters, and unmanned aerial vehicles. The expansive flight deck spans 4.5 acres, providing ample space for takeoffs, landings, and aircraft maintenance. It's designed to house more than 75 aircraft, including the advanced F-35 Sea Lightning II fighter jets, boosting its capabilities for air superiority and precision strike missions. To support its immense weight and size, the carrier is equipped with a cutting-edge nuclear propulsion system, providing unrivaled speed and endurance. This system enables the ship to travel at speeds exceeding 30 knots, ensuring swift and strategic deployment anywhere in the world. However, the USS Gerald R. Ford's impressive features don't end with its size and propulsion. It incorporates cutting-edge technology and innovations to enhance its capabilities and operational efficiency. One such feature is the electromagnetic aircraft launch system, which replaces traditional steam catapults with electromagnetic energy. This innovation allows for smoother and more efficient aircraft launches, reducing stress on the aircraft and the ship's structure. Another groundbreaking feature is the advanced arresting gear system, which replaces the traditional hydraulic arresting system. The AAG system utilizes energy-absorbing water turbines and an active control system to safely and efficiently bring aircraft to a stop during landings, improving the overall safety of aircraft recovery operations. In addition, the carrier's island superstructure has been redesigned and repositioned to optimize flight deck operations, providing better visibility for the crew, streamlining flight deck traffic, and enhancing safety and efficiency. The Ford carrier also features advanced radar and sensor systems that significantly enhance its situational awareness and defensive capabilities, allowing early detection and tracking of potential threats. Its advanced communication systems ensure seamless connectivity with other naval assets and command centers, enabling real-time information sharing and coordination. Furthermore, the Vade carrier is armed with a formidable array of offensive and defensive weapons systems, ensuring its ability to protect itself and accompanying naval forces from various threats. The USS Gerald R. Ford can carry some of the best aircraft in its class, including the E-2D Advanced Hawkeyes, EA-18G Growlers, FA-18 Super Hornets, and F-35 Sea Lightning II. These aircraft have proven their worth through successful missions, showcasing their exceptional capabilities contributing to military superiority. In order to grasp the significance of the USS Gerald R. Ford's deployment and its role in addressing current challenges, it's crucial to delve into the historical backdrop of the Israeli-Palestinian conflict, which has been a persistent source of tension in the region. Before the establishment of Israel, the region known as Palestine was under Ottoman rule for centuries. Following World War I and the collapse of the Ottoman Empire, the League of Nations granted Britain the mandate to govern the territory of Palestine. During this period, Jewish immigration to Palestine increased due to the Zionist movement's aim of establishing a Jewish homeland. This immigration led to tensions with the Arab population, who opposed the idea of a Jewish state in Palestine. In 1947, the United Nations proposed a partition plan that would divide Palestine into separate Jewish and Arab states, with Jerusalem as an international city. The plan was accepted by Jewish leaders but rejected by Arab leaders, leading to violence and clashes. On May 14, 1948, David Ben-Gurion, Israel's first prime minister, declared the establishment of the State of Israel. This declaration led to immediate conflict as neighboring Arab states, including Egypt, Jordan, Syria, and Iraq, rejected the creation of Israel and intervened militarily. The First Arab-Israeli War, also known as the War of Independence, marked the beginning of the Palestinian-Israeli conflict. It resulted in significant territorial changes. Israel expanded its borders, and a large number of Palestinian Arabs became refugees displaced from their homes. The war ended with armistice agreements rather than formal peace treaties. The aftermath of the First Arab-Israeli War did not bring lasting peace. Subsequent conflicts, including the Suez Crisis of 1956, the Six-Day War in 1967, and the Yom Kippur War in 1973, exacerbated tensions and territorial disputes. These conflicts further contributed to the Palestinian refugee issue and the occupation of Palestinian territories by Israel. The Palestinian Arab population, which had been dispersed across various territories, began to organize and resist Israeli control. This resistance included the Palestine Liberation Organization, PLO, led by figures like Yasser Arafat. The PLO's goal was to establish a Palestinian state alongside Israel. Negotiations, peace processes, and violent confrontations marked the path to this goal. The 1993 Oslo Accords marked a significant turning point in the Palestinian-Israeli conflict. These agreements outlined a framework for Palestinian self-rule in parts of the West Bank and Gaza Strip. However, the peace process faced numerous challenges, including border issues, refugees, security, and Jerusalem. One of the enduring sources of tension in the conflict is the construction of Israeli settlements in the West Bank. These settlements are considered illegal under international law and have been a major point of contention in peace negotiations. The Gaza Strip, controlled by the Palestinian militant group Hamas, is another focal point of conflict. Israel's blockade of Gaza and military conflicts have led to humanitarian crises and ongoing violence. The Palestinian-Israeli conflict remains a deeply entrenched and multifaceted issue, with multiple peace initiatives, negotiations, and efforts at resolution. It is not limited to territorial disputes, but encompasses issues of identity, refugees, security, and sovereignty. The history and complexities of this conflict continue to influence regional dynamics and international diplomacy in the Middle East. As we explore the historical backdrop of the Israeli-Palestinian conflict, it becomes evident that the United States has played a pivotal role in shaping the dynamics of the Middle East. Let's now delve into the historical and current involvement of the USA in this complex region. The United States has played a significant and multifaceted role in the Middle East for over a century. Its involvement has been driven by various strategic interests, including access to oil, geopolitical influence, and security concerns. Here, we'll explore the historical and current involvement of the United States in the region. The US began showing interest in the Middle East during the early 20th century. It supported infrastructure projects like the construction of the Baghdad Railway and established trade relations in the region. After World War II, the US assumed a more prominent role in the Middle East. It played a key role in supporting the establishment of Israel in 1948, driven by political, humanitarian, and strategic considerations. This decision significantly impacted the regional balance of power and ignited tensions with Arab nations. During the Cold War, the Middle East became a battleground for influence between the United States and the Soviet Union. The US established itself as a major arms supplier to regional allies and formed close relationships with countries like Saudi Arabia and Iran. The United States' interest in Middle Eastern oil became increasingly prominent. The 1973 oil crisis underscored the region's importance in global energy security. The Iranian Revolution, 1979, which led to the Iran hostage crisis, marked a turning point. The US lost its ally in Iran and has since had strained relations with the Iranian government. The Middle East continues to be a major energy source for the world. The US maintains interests in the stability of oil production and distribution, although it has diversified its energy sources. After the September 11, 2001 attacks, the US has been actively engaged in counter-terrorism efforts in the Middle East. This has included military interventions in Afghanistan and Iraq. The United States has played a central role in the Israeli-Palestinian peace process, attempting to mediate between the two parties. The US maintains military bases in the region, with significant forces stationed in Qatar, Bahrain, and Kuwait. The region has been a base for US military operations in the wider Middle East, including Iraq, Afghanistan, and Syria. The US has close security partnerships with nations in the Middle East, notably Israel and the Gulf Cooperation. Council, GCC, states, arms sales and military cooperation agreements are central components of these relationships. The US played a pivotal role in negotiations that led to the Iran nuclear deal, Joint Comprehensive Plan of Action, JCPOA, in 2015, aimed at curbing Iran's nuclear program. However, the US withdrew from the agreement in 2018 under the Trump administration, but re-engaged in negotiations under the Biden administration. So there you have it. The deployment of the USS Gerald R. Ford aircraft carrier and additional Air Force fighter aircraft to the Middle East signifies a proactive approach by the United States to address emerging challenges in the region. It not only strengthens the US's ability to protect its interests, but also emphasizes its commitment to maintaining stability and peace in critical regions. The US showcases its capacity to respond to concerns swiftly, reinforcing its role as a pivotal player on the world stage and highlighting the importance of international cooperation in addressing global security challenges. Thank you for joining us today. If you found this information valuable, please consider liking and sharing the video to raise awareness. Don't forget to subscribe for more updates on critical global developments and defense strategies. Your engagement and support are invaluable in helping us provide content that informs and educates. We look forward to having you back for more in-depth analysis. Stay informed, stay engaged, and we can navigate the ever-evolving landscape of international relations and security.